The drama surrounding Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua has quietly shifted from internet spectacle to something far more unsettling and fascinating. What once sounded like an absurd headline now sits at the center of a serious conversation across boxing, MMA, and mainstream sports media. Not because most people suddenly believe Jake Paul should beat Anthony Joshua, but because enough respected voices are now asking uncomfortable questions. And once those questions start, the fight stops feeling fake and starts feeling dangerous. It begins with the physical transformation. The footage of Jake Paul circulating online does not look like the same fighter fans saw a few years ago. His frame is thicker, denser, and more deliberate. His posture looks grounded, his movements controlled, his focus unmistakable. This is not a YouTuber training for attention. This looks like a man preparing for the most consequential night of his career. Joe Rogan's reaction captured that shock perfectly. Not disbelief rooted in hype, but curiosity rooted in realism. Jake looks ready. Not ready to dominate, but ready to survive, compete, and possibly disrupt expectations. The size difference remains undeniable. Joshua is massive, a legitimate heavyweight ecosystem unto himself. He is not just big, but explosive, technically refined, and battle-tested at the highest level. But time has a way of changing narratives. Joshua is no longer the unstoppable force of his early reign. He has been knocked out. He has been hurt. He has adjusted his style. He is moving closer to 40 than 20. That does not make him weak, but it does make him human. And once a heavyweight becomes human, unpredictability enters the equation. That is where the intrigue lies. Jake Paul has faced real fighters before. Not peak champions, but professionals who demanded discipline, conditioning, and durability. Each camp has moved him forward incrementally. He has not skipped the grind. He has embraced it. Andre Berto's perspective adds an important layer. Joshua should win. Everyone expects him to win. But expectation does not guarantee outcome. Joshua's recent inconsistency means the version that shows up matters. A sharp Joshua ends this early. A hesitant Joshua opens the door to chaos. Jake's preparation reflects that awareness. His sparring with heavyweight level fighters is not about winning rounds. It is about surviving pressure, absorbing power, and learning how to stay composed in an environment designed to break him. Analysts question why established heavyweights would agree to this. The answer is simple: money and exposure. Jake provides both. For Jake, the benefit is equally obvious. He feels real power without consequences. He learns timing against bigger frames. He builds mental resilience. These camps are not charity. They are transactional. Everyone leaves with something. Critics argue the sparring does nothing for the heavyweights. Perhaps that is true competitively. But for Jake, the value is undeniable. He is not preparing for a chess match. He is preparing for survival against a cannon. The more pressure he experiences beforehand, the less shocking it becomes under the lights. Then the conversation pivots. This fight is not just about Jake. It is about Joshua. Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen frame it clearly. Joshua is representing boxing itself. Millions of casual viewers will tune in through Netflix. Many will see him for the first time. Their perception of heavyweight boxing will be shaped by how he handles this moment. If Joshua hesitates, plays, or allows the fight to linger, questions will explode. Not fair questions, but loud ones. Boxing has suffered too many credibility wounds to absorb another. Joshua knows this. His decision to train with elite camps, refine his rhythm, and take this matchup seriously reflects that awareness. He is not sleepwalking into this. He understands the stakes extend beyond his record. This is legacy protection. But Jake understands the opportunity just as clearly. He does not need to win to change perception. He needs to perform. He needs to look like he belongs. And if he does, even briefly, the sport shifts. The David versus Goliath imagery is irresistible. One side roots for the knockout to cleanse boxing. The other roots for chaos, history, and disbelief. That collision guarantees numbers. Marketing plays its role. Jake continues to lean into the underdog narrative, the YouTuber label, the outsider persona. It sells. But behind that image is a fighter who has trained consistently for years with elite resources. People underestimate what sustained training does. Time compounds skill. Jake is no world champion, but he is no joke. The problem is levels. And Joshua lives on a level Jake has never experienced. Technical analysts like Luke Thomas emphasize this reality. Joshua is not just powerful. He is intelligent. He reads patterns. He controls space. He dismantles opponents methodically. Jake cannot brawl. He cannot gamble. He must fight cautiously, economically, and intelligently just to remain upright. Any lapse invites disaster. And yet, boxing history refuses to stay predictable. Upsets exist because confidence cracks, timing slips, and moments happen. Jake has power. Not elite power, but enough to matter if lightning strikes perfectly. The likelihood is small, but the possibility exists. That possibility is what makes this so uncomfortable. Michael Bisping cuts through the debate with brutal honesty. People will watch. They always do. Controversy sells. Spectacle attracts. Whether fans love or hate the idea, curiosity wins. This fight blends sport, entertainment, risk, and absurdity in a way modern audiences cannot ignore. And that is the final truth. This fight exists because it challenges comfort. It forces boxing to confront its image, its audience, and its future. It forces Jake Paul to face consequences beyond social media. And it forces Anthony Joshua to remind the world who he is. So now the question belongs to you. Do you believe this ends instantly, or do you think Jake survives longer than anyone expects? Is this a legitimate contest, or a dangerous spectacle dressed as sport? And if Jake performs better than expected, does it permanently change how he is viewed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe for more high-level, story-driven fight breakdowns as this unbelievable matchup approaches.